Good afternoon, all of you lovely people. I hope that everybody is doing well. It's been a little minute since we've been in it, but it's always good to see you. Make sure you hit that like button. And today, I'm going to invite you on a journey with me to enter the soft guy era. Something I've been considering for a few days now because I have been seeing the clips going around. I said, you know what, Honcho? You deserve better, right? We're going to get into what the soft guy era really means, what it's all about, your thoughts on it, and if this is a real movement, if there's any legitimacy to it, or what's really going on. So I know it's the afternoon. Might be a little bit too early for some of you, but make sure you're properly prepared. This is the den. Make sure you have your beverage of choice. I know some of you take your flask to work. Some of you are at work right now. I know some of the folks in the den are alcoholics. It's okay. It's nothing but love for everybody. Let me know if you're getting a little choppy. Stream to stream still real choppy. It's looking like it's dropping a bunch of frames. I'm still not sure what's causing this problem. I have been trying to tinker with it, and it looks like it's actually getting worse. Let me see something here. Let's try this, see if that helps. Doesn't look like it. And I don't understand. Let's see. Try that, see if that helps at all. This is terrible. One, it should be way faster than what it is right now. We'll get it resolved. We'll figure it out. We'll get it resolved. Let's see. All right, so give me just a moment and we'll be live in about 39.2 seconds. And we'll get this party started. Remember, all right, again, my apologies. Like I said, I'm just trying to get it right, but fuck it. We'll see how bad it gets. It's really pissing me off because I don't know what the fuck. It just does this shit randomly. Like, I won't fuck with any settings. It'll be fine. And then next thing you know, it'll just be weird doing weird shit. All right, so anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I missed you all. I really did. Somewhat. Some of you. Not all of you. Most of you. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't understand. Because the shit is hardwired. I'm not even wireless. I mean, it's just doing fucking stupid shit. I do believe it has to do with this. I think I'm gonna uninstall this thing here. But we'll come back. Anyway. So like I said, make sure you have your proper beverage or your proper partakers of choice. We're gonna have a very good stream today. Got a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to talk about. And I'm gonna get this matter resolved by the end of the day. But let's see who we have joining us, and then let's get live. Michelle, thank you for being a member. I'm glad that you're here. the lovely Miss K. Grace, the matriarch of the den. Always good to see you. I hope that you have been enjoying your vacation. I appreciate you sharing all the pictures with us. Feels like I'm on vacation as well. Let's see. I mean, this is looking terrible. Like it looks like it's really bad. Y'all let me know how bad it is for y'all. If it's buffering, if y'all are dropping a lot of frames, I may have to adjust some stuff and figure out why it's doing so bad right now. We'll call Miss Grace the Bahama Mama. Get it? She's in the Bahamas, and she's the mama of the den. I make great jokes. So, Lise, don't call the police. What's the motherfucking deal? Jabari Mayo, do what he say, ho. Pimp in the house. What's up, Jabari? Good to see you. Professor Trio, what's the motherfucking deal? The formerly land of the Trill. J Mel, what's the motherfucking deal? Long range Lamel. Quail Man. Drizzle, baby. You already know. All right, I'm just saying, okay, let me tune it in. I'm just saying I'm not sure if it's buffering on the string. It's singing like it's a bunch of nonsense going on. All right. So, but here's the thing though, right? We're gonna talk about what this soft guy here means. It's not even about you can be a macho soft guy, right? Think about having me some of my little favorite beverage. Shout out to the lovely Miss Sarah Lou, because she's changed my life by introducing me to this tequila. I have not been drinking anything since, and then I've been introducing other people to it. I'm not gonna tell y'all because now it's getting hard to find. Okay. All right. I haven't put myself on the screen yet. I'm just making sure. Okay. Give me just 1 second. Let me take the little warning screen off. And then we'll get live here in just a moment. Let me put this bottle back in the fridge. Got my chips and got my pen. I'm taking notes. All right. Good. Y'all good? Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get this party started? We're going to have us a good time in Drizzle Den today. Ah. I had to do a little test moment there. All righty. So, let's get this party. Drop my damn phone. Let's get this party started. Working cool. Alakazam, I've appeared out of nowhere. I gotta find it's let me do something. Because there's a few things that bother me. One, I don't know why this camera makes me so transparent. Right? I don't know if it's a camera problem or something. Because I've had this model before and it didn't do this. But like if you notice all the background, like it's transparent. And I have it, there's no weird settings. I don't have it adjusted in any kind of way or anything like that. It's just these fucking weird looks. So let's get into it. The soft guy era, right? What is it? What does it mean? What is it all about? What is going on? I mean, what we've been saying, men have been soft for a long time. We've talked about metrosexuals. We've talked about this one looks really bad. I don't like this one. This looks really crazy. We'll do this one. This one's better. Because it looks like it gets worse. It looks like it's extremely transparent. I don't like it. What the fuck is this? I look like a fucking iPod commercial. Left, do it, right, do it. I would never, ever vouch for an Apple product. I might sit on the stream like this the whole fucking time. But no. But now let's talk about the soft guy era. So what is really going on with this? What does it mean? What is happening? Are we talking about a bunch of punk ass men like we always talk about a bunch of punk ass dudes? Or has the soft guy era already been around the whole time and we just didn't know it, right? So let's talk about it. I'm gonna show you a couple of videos that can maybe give you a better context, right? So that's what I'm trying to start doing. Make sure I give you those who don't know what is this. What is this soft guy era, Hunch? I've never heard of this. It's not something that I'm familiar with. What are you talking about right now? I get it. I dig it. I understand. These fucking missed calls I'm getting. Um, I get it. I dig it. I understand, right? I definitely understand. So, like I said, I'm going to show you some content that'll give you a better understanding of what's going on with the soft guy. I got plenty of stuff to show you. And then I'm going to show you a video from who I believe they said that they started this kind of movement, but I'm not quite sure if it's true. I like this little fucking weird silhouette. I wish I could do something funny with it. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do something interesting with this thing. But let me get the reel back on the camera. So like I said, I'll show you some content so you can kind of understand what's going on. What does this mean? What's this soft guy here, Hunch? I don't. They brought me back to regular. Let's see. Oh, I didn't save it. That's fine. Here we go. We're gonna enjoy this all together. We got some women's takes on it. We got some fellows who are participating in it. We're gonna have a real good stream tonight because there's a bunch of stories I wanted to talk about. I'm talking about that little weirdo, that Castanet kid. No, he's just a fucking weirdo. So let's look at this video. And this will give a little bit of context, a little bit of understanding. Let me fix this. Because women have started a movement, right? I don't know if it started last year, this year, whatever. And it was called the soft girl era. And I think it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You know who started it. You know what group started. You know what kind of nonsense this is. Women there shouldn't be a soft girl. You should naturally be a soft broad, right? Let's talk about it. Good to see you this evening or afternoon. Broderick's here for whatever reason. Hollow man in the rain. Women should naturally be soft. Like the fact that if a bitch ever tells you this, I'm in my soft girl, run, mama. That's a red fucking flag. If a broad has to tell you she's in her soft girl era, that means drizzle. Drizzle is the message of the soft guy era, right? Because what do women have? Sprinkle, which they stole from E40. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle was the soft girl. Like, think about it. This is all right. So, ladies of the den, at this point, I hope you understand. And I know some of you don't. I'm a bit different, right? I know some of you don't. I know sometimes y'all have a hard time understanding where I come from, why I say the things that I say, and why I operate the way that I do. What I ask of you, and it's the same thing I ask of women I talk to in person, is to remove yourself from the conversation. Because I believe any woman that has lasted in the den any amount of time, more than 15 minutes probably, has to have some level of decency in her or understanding. And here's the thing. Like, you could be a person who has had negative actions in the past. Women have a hard time disconnecting actions versus, I don't want to say characters. Character is based on your actions. But I guess actions from an individual, from a being, right? And then women, they can't think in generalizations. Women are inherently selfish. You're taught to be selfish. You internalize everything. Your intimate organs are internalized. Everything is inside of you. So women operate from an internal selfish perspective. They cannot help it. So I say these things. Definitely don't get the scar, pit bull, right? Oh, bringing them home with no cage. So what I'm saying is, when I say these things, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I know that's a very hard thing for women to do because you're taught to. Women are like black people. That's why black women are the worst, right? Because women refuse to acknowledge when a woman does something bad and to speak negatively of it in any form or fashion. The same with black folks. So if we're out there doing bad and we're doing shit that we ain't got no business doing, and then nobody says anything, no, that's a black person. Don't say anything. Like, I saw a lot of people know. Don't say that about P. Diddy. He black. Who is he taking it? Like, this is why we get fucked over so much, because who takes the biggest advantage of black people? Stop snitching. It's not the white man. It's black people. We take, so don't say nothing about it. So we don't know nothing about it. We just fuck ourselves up. Stupid shit. Same thing with women. You're fucking yourselves over because you don't speak on these things. And good grief, I got so much shit I want to talk, but let me stay focused. So when I say the things that I say, if it doesn't apply, if it's not you, don't take it personally. Understand. I need you to understand. All right. I need you to understand. Yeah, and that's the funny thing. The soft girls and the soft girls still can't fucking cook. So like, what are you? You just the way like it, a bitch. If she tells you she's in her soft girl, that means she went from hoeing it up, and now she wants to be treated wifely, and she feels like she deserves it. Right? What was the whole thing? Your wholeness can be deleted. Nah, but you're still a hoe. You're just a reformed partial hoe. You know, you're not as hoish as you once were. You're a monogamous hoe. uh, I condone hoe monogamy. So my thing is this, right? Let me show you some content, and this is kind of why videos like this are why this movement started. Let me know if I got the audio.
Not bye-bye. 7 billion people. So I have zero shame in telling a man that after 3 months you are paying my bills. If you're not, bye-bye. 7 billion people in the world. If you can't do it, somebody else will. So I have no shame. I'm kind of sort of trying to find somebody to bring me food every once in a while. I can do a guy and I said, yeah, after 3 months pay my bills. And he said, no. Like,
hey, guy behind the counter, the bird is the word. Hey, frightened little child, the bird is the word.
You know what this gives? It gives the ick. She just gave me the ick. Cause she don't know that we are in our soft guy era now.
And so that's the thing too, right? How many of you are familiar with the ick? 0 for no, 1 for yes. Have y'all seen the ick? These ick comments? Oh, it gives me the ick if he does. Women have had platforms for about 40 years to bash men, to talk down on men, to shit on men, and never address their behaviors, right? Never address the fact that, was it female intuition is like, it's kind of like the police, right? The police never stop crimes. They just show up after the fact and say, yep, that's what happened. We knew it. We figured it would happen. Female intuition is not a real thing. Female intuition is always after the fact, right? It's always after the fact. Female intuition is a lie. So let's address that. That probably have to dedicate a video to that, right? Because female intuition never works until after something. I knew it was going to happen. That whole series y'all watched about Tisa Wisa, who did I marry? All that female intuition, I knew he was doing, I figured it, and the bitch just sat there and let it happen. That's female intuition. I knew it was going to happen, but I just wanted to see if it was going to happen, and I was right. Because women are never wrong. Women don't know how to be wrong. A woman will never tell you she's wrong, to just suck your dick. But the ick is basically the list of things that guys do it's almost as the sassy list, right? It's almost the same thing as the sassy list. If a guy writes in cursive, he's sassy. Shit like that. That's the ick, right? So another thing that gives me the ick, another thing that does this, another thing is, they don't. Fellas, am I lying? Fellas in the chat, you got a girl, had a girl a long time, or even had a disagreement with a woman that you have been intimate with. I don't know, maybe a bitch you just know. I don't think they're gonna just do it, but you'd be surprised. Has the woman apologized, or did she just try to offer you some kind of sexual favor like a prostitute? Oh, you saw it at the rodeo? Okay. I heard of the sprinkles. I don't even know who started. Shout out to Shannon. Always good to see you. Right? But think about it. Fellas, in here, 0 for true, 0 for false, 1 for yes, or 1 for true. If you've been in a long-term relationship and your broad did something off the wall or was wrong about something, or y'all might have had an argument about something and you were proven right, did she actually apologize? Or you had an agreement where maybe there was a little tension, and instead of saying, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry, she just tries to throw some sex at you. Smart move, Professor. Let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that, Professor True. That's the only time you can get the truth out of a woman. That's the only time. And all of you fellas ain't gonna get it. Right? All of you fellas ain't gonna get it. If you're not a certified pipe layer of America, you're not gonna understand. You might have to take that L. the things you can make a woman say and agree to in the midst of coitus. If I told y'all some shit you wouldn't believe, right? That you would not believe, right? So a lot of times y'all be thinking, I'll just be in here talk. I could tell y'all some fucking stories. I might start telling y'all some stories. No, Sunday Night Confessions ain't bad. Y'all don't be acting right. But anyway, cut the short so I can get back to the video. There's this list of shit. Everything that a man does in existence is wrong, right? But if you say one thing, hey, I don't like that this woman runs around wearing fake hair and puts on too much makeup, you must be gay, right? That type of shit. That type of shit. The overwhelming majority of women. Let's talk about it. Let's finish the video so I can get to context, and we're gonna take some calls here in a minute. But let's watch this. Let's get his take on what she's saying and why the soft guy era exists.
She must not have heard. She must not have heard of the bird. She must not have heard that the bird is the word. She must not have heard. We are in our soft guy era. That, and congrats to my boy, because he know that he's in his soft guy era because he told her no. And most women, just like her, they haven't been told no on a consistent basis or even at all. They don't, like the shock on her face when she was told no was amazing. But she doesn't know that we are in our soft guy era. We are not tolerating anything beneath our worth. You're paying my bills, man. If you want to be in my presence, in my face, come on now. I have no shame in telling you that you're going to be carrying this ship in this relationship. If you want me in your presence, ma'am, as in my soft guy era, you have to pay the bills. You got to pay the bills. You got to take care of me. You got to put me, like how else am I going to be in my masculine energy with you talking about all this bullshit? It's a no, man. It's a no, and it's a no from hell. Unless you are a girl boss. Y'all preached independence, right? You were independent woman. You were a strong woman. You can get the bag. Remember this, right? If that's the case, you can take care of me and put me in my soft guy energy. Holla at me.
Welcome, Green Tea. Why is he not shit? Why is he not shit? Why? What is wrong with a man wanting his work? You know, look, baby. Look, baby, I'm 101, okay? And I'm not saying this because I'm saying it. Let me tell y'all something. I did something this weekend. If you're in the Kush Den chat, you kind of know. And it reawoken something in me. When I was younger, I used to be a little bit arrogant, right? I used to be a little bit arrogant. Then things happened in my life that shifted my mindset. And I had like this revival of memories, where I changed, where I made differences in my life. And I think I'm going back to arrogant honcho, right? And it's not my fault. It's not because of me. It's because I give too many people access to me, right? People who just don't deserve my energy, who just don't deserve my time. I am a, like I said, I am a one of one. The mold was broken when I was made, right? So why should I be giving my energy to just peasants and peons and just anybody, right? So I've had to up the standard, right? And I had to think about it. Because what was it that made me change? Some tragedies, some sad things. And so I started looking at life differently. But I shouldn't have let that change me, right? Because I deserve the best and only the best. And I'm saying these things not because I'm saying it. I'm saying these things because it's actually super funny because women said this to me. And so now I'm going to start up and hey, women are right. So I'm going to start up in my standards. So I'm entering my soft guy era. And if you can't pay my ransom, if you think I'm handsome, well, you have to get the fuck up out of my face. I mean, that's just what it is, right? Because I had a friend tell me, put this other stuff up. I had a friend tell me that women are the new niggas with money. Women have wanted the male role so bad, except for the responsibilities of it. They want the idea of being in the position of a man, right? But when a man accepts that role, because we don't expect much from women, very simple things, because I don't want to say we don't elevate you. We respect you. When there's a certain energy, there's a certain connection with the right woman. It's a thing that you can't buy. It's not monetary. None of that exists. But see, women made everything transaction. So at this point in time, if you have a bad credit score, don't talk to me. If you're not willing to send your kids to go live with your baby daddy, don't talk to me. I'm number one, right? Because you can't find another model like me. There is no other version of Ed Huncho. You can get something close. You can get a knockoff. You might be able to get a Chinese knockoff, but you can never get the original. There's things I would tell y'all that sound super conceited, and it's not about me saying any of this, right? Because I'm not really an arrogant person. But when people say these things, you kind of think about it. When more than one person says something, you got to really start thinking about it. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Ultimately, women do view men as better. This is why they say the things they say. This is why they do the things that they do. And when men respond, that's why they call it punching down. Same with any group who feels they're the minority of something. They feel like when a more powerful group says something, they're getting punched down on. Like a white man can say the same thing some niggas say, or some black woman says. Well, the white man says he's punching down, but the black woman says, well, she's sister girl just trying to offer us some advice. And I'm sticking to my message. Gina was for the streets. Let's watch a little bit more content so we can get you a little bit more context, and then I'll speak a little bit more on it. But see, nobody saw anything outrageous with her saying that if I'm talking to you for 3 months, nobody said anything about. Nobody said, "Oh, that's an unreasonable response." What is she doing in 3 months that makes her deserve to be all of that? Just the time frame. See, I was watching Martin last night, and Gina was talking about the time frame and the marriage and all that. Wow, what's wrong with it? If you're happy, women escalate these. I'm gonna come back to that. Let me just show y'all the content, because I'm gonna go way off the rails, because I had a whole dialogue myself about that last night.
Something I'm starting to notice is a lot of women are starting to debate against what us men are talking about when it comes to soft guy era. A lot of women are coming with logic to our videos saying, hey, this might not work out. You might not find the person that you're looking for when you live in your soft guy era. Well, first off, we didn't ask for your unsolicited advice. We didn't ask for your opinion. We came to the internet with our feelings and our emotions. If it doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Maybe you're just too broke to understand. If I wanted your opinion, I would have asked, but I understand that I came to a public app where people can respond to my video with their opinion. But if I didn't ask you, why are you sitting up there making a video about it, even if it is logical? What needs to be understood is this is the time of us being equal. Everything is about equal, but yet some of you are getting upset saying men are stealing things from you. We're equal. We're sharing. That's what us equal folks do. It's not about one is better than the other, or one can't do this and the other can. If we're equal, we can share and we can do everything the same because we're equal. We're the same. But please understand, y'all's unsolicited opinions, even though they might be logical, this is my life. These are my feelings. I understand you might want the best for me, but I'm going to live in my world and do what I want because this is my life and I don't care about anything else or anybody else.
He's preaching facts. What I mean, he's preaching facts, right? I mean, why not? I mean, when a man comes on these apps, and they speak their opinions, they get attacked. Right? Women come on here and say all sorts of retarded shit all day long and get elevated and celebrated. Right? Let me give you, don't tell them, fellas, if you understand, don't tell them. If y'all understand, don't tell them, because this is the whole point of this thing. If you understand, don't tell them, because they're not ready to accept the soft guy. I mean, if they're broke, don't just say they're broke. I mean, that's really it. If they're broke, let's just let them say they're broke, right? Because all these women don't deserve a man who is, knows his worth, knows his value, and is embracing his soft guy era. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. Fellas, get treated the best you need to be treated. Look, go where you're treated best. The passport bros might have been on a little bit of something, right? But the thing about it is, you going to these foreign countries, these bitches too broke. These bitches are too broke I can't be no passport bro. These hoes can't afford me. They can't pay me in pesos. Absolutely not.
So I'm texting this girl and she keep asking, what you doing? What you doing? I'm like, man, I'm at the mall. I'm about to get me some cologne and shit. She was like, oh, okay. And what you gonna be doing after that? I had to go ahead and block her, bruh. Because what you're not gonna do is you're not finna keep asking me what you doing. And then when I tell you what I'm doing and I say I'm about to buy me some cologne, you don't send me half the money. That's unacceptable. That's just low effort. And I don't care that I didn't ask you for the money. You should just know. You should read my mind. You should understand that if I'm buying me.
Right. Right. But if you can't buy me no Versace, you can't buy me no Eros, you can't buy me no Baccarat. I'm telling you, I'm looking for some cologne. You tell me you like it when I smell good, but you can't put no ducats in my bucket. That's broke bitch. That's broke bitch energy. Ain't nobody got time for that broke bitch energy. What you doing? Elevating myself. You holding me down. You dead weight. Cut that bitch off. Block that bitch. He did the right thing. This is a smart man. We ain't got time for that shit in 2024. Look, everybody getting cut off, exposed, time short, eclipses, all that. Hey, we ain't got time for that bullshit in 2024. Absolutely not.
If I'm buying me something, why aren't you chipping in? Why aren't you pitching in to help me get whatever it is that I'm trying to buy? You're not. You're worthless right now. You see what I'm saying? And I really don't feel bad about it because why are you in my life? Why are you here? And then this really your third day in a row texting me, asking me what I'm doing. I tell you what I'm doing.
Ask me what I'm doing, wasting my time and shit. Like, you distracted me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be wasting my time sending me text messages when a real bitch, sending me cash app. When a real bitch hitting that Venmo, right? Yeah, I'm trying to add to my cologne collection, but here you go, baby, go buy you something. Hey, that's what a real bitch gonna do. A real bitch gonna add value to you. Value in currency, value in being a helpmate, value in helping you elevate to the next level, right? We go out, we fight wars all day. We fight in the world all day. Hey, maybe hear a little something smell good. I appreciate it. This guy's on a roll. I'm loving it. Like McDonald's.
You don't make the efforts to make plans. You don't make the efforts to try to see me. I got to get you out of here. Because honestly, I do everything by myself anyway. So if you're not adding to my life immediately when we first meet, it's like, why are you here? I got to get you gone. I'm in my soft guy era and I won't accept nothing less.
Shout out to Shannon. I agree. I think that men are not looking. So now, the next video I'm going to share, this was for you. Because this is what I feel like men are feeling about modern marriage. Especially, like I say, women should have a license to be able to use the internet. It should be like an IQ test. It should be like they should have to see a therapist for at least 6 months. Make sure that they're sane. But this is why I think men are deviating. Because let's be honest. The woman you get, women are very good at putting on appearances, very good at putting on an image and providing a representative. But it's a lot of women who are with them and they secretly hate them. They just want company. They want somebody to handle the little tasks. They want somebody to be around because they don't want to cry in their bed alone at night. But there are a lot of people who are in relationships, women, who hate their partners, right? Men don't set these overly exalted expectations. Women see other women going on vacations and doing other stuff, and then they're like, oh, my man ain't shit. But that was the man you accepted. That was the man that you embraced. And now you're mad because some other chick got something better. But so now that they've had all this time to talk, men are seeing what they're really about, genuinely about when you give them free range speaking time. So this next video is what I believe most men are feeling when it comes towards the idea of marriage these days.
É de protagonista que o time do povo precisa. Aí está, Yuri Alberto.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. Great to tell you, what am I projecting about? I have nothing to project. Because while I'm joking about some of the shit that I'm saying, I'm a bit serious. If you know, you know. Right? Anyway, I'm not necessarily trolling. I'm trolling slightly. But shout out to J Mail, say no more bare minimum bitch behavior. You gotta spoil me, no Diddy. I'm for real. Like y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand at this point, some of you bitches is talking, some of these bitches setting standards. Right? Like they're like some of these women are talking, some of these bitches are like, I'm not even on this internet shit. I know what I want, I'm gonna go get what I want. And they're applying pressure. Isn't that what y'all say? They applying pressure. Y'all over here waiting in the corner. If he don't speak to me, then he just ain't it. You got bitches who coming on damn, they look, you got bitches making beelines, you feel me? You got bitches making beelines, you feel me? Look, I'm gonna tell you something. And I y'all just gotta understand, like as a man, these days there is a definite advantage. And it ain't just in Atlanta, right? And then I know I have personal advantages that work, but I get the whole soft guy era movement, but I'm partially joking, but I'm partially serious. Because think about it. What else does a woman provide? Right? What else does a woman provide besides, because women aren't nurturing these days. They can't cook. They got bad attitudes. They ain't peaceful at home. All these bitches think is if I can fucking suck good, then I'm a good woman. That's pretty much it. Right? They went from wife behavior to side chick behavior and embraced that. And then try to make that the forefront of the movement. Other than that, I look good. I got a big old ass. I got this. Bitches going buying ass, titties, buying lips, looking crazy. Bitches doing their makeup like drag queens. And the thing about that with drag queens, y'all realize like they do their makeup like that to make themselves look less manly. And so you got bitches going doing the drag queen makeup and now looking more manly. Like I say, women, you can't rely on a woman's opinion about anything. Why? Put some ducats in my bucket. Pull it out and suck it. Other than that, drizzle, bitch. Let me see. I think I showed that one already. I need to put like markers on the ones I've already shown. But let's get it going.
Why are you giving me $20 to get lunch? What am I going to do with $20? If you're not sending me $150 as my girl, if you're not sending me $150 for my food, what?
My bad, I had the fucking audio off, right? Nikki motherfucking Nicole, good to see you. How have you been? Always good to see you. Can we stop calling them bees? No, Broderick, I will not. They call themselves bees, right? So why can't I call them bitches? This is all about equality. What does a woman say when she's like, bitch? Hey, bitch, what's going on? See, you got niggas calling each other bitches. No, I can't call them bitches. I remember I had that's another story for another day. Yeah, but why are you sending me $20? Let me bring that back because I know it was echoing a little bit.
Why are you giving me $20 to get lunch? What am I going to do with $20? If you're not sending me $150 as my girl, if you're not sending me $150 for my food, what purpose do you serve? I am in my soft guy era. I'm talking to this girl. She said, hey, do you want to stop over at McDonald's? Bitch, do you hate me?
Right? See, because you want this premium pipe. I need high quality protein. I need to be eating steaks, right? I need to be eating porterhouses. I need to be eating ribeye. I need to be eating good. And you expect me to go to McDonald's? McDonald's meal is like $15 now, Not only that, lovely Dealer Gamma, how are you? Not only that, after I eat, I need a little smoke. You got to take care of my habits. I mean, if you want me around, you got to keep my presence happy. This is where we are. Okay, this is 2024. We ain't taking that shit no more, whore. What do y'all think this is? Right? Women outnumber men. Y'all say y'all make more. Y'all are in the upper echelon, right? So look, this is what y'all asked for. This is what y'all requested. This is the life that y'all wanted. Y'all wanted equality. Y'all listen to them feminists And now you get it. We'll just go down the list so I don't forget which ones I did do and didn't do. Oh my God. I think it's this, and it's not just a black thing. It's not just a black thing, right? Shout out to my Caucasian cohorts. Drizzle.
So I don't know if any of you guys have seen this trend going around on TikTok called the soft guy era. Basically, it's men standing up to women and saying, no more. I will no longer bring all of these things to the table, and you don't bring anything to the table. And I gotta say, guys, I love it. I love what you're doing, and I support it 100%. Most relationships, the man brings all of it to the table. He's the protector. He's the provider. He's the moral support. He sits there and he listens and he helps when the woman just ignores him. Doesn't care about what he's passionate about. Doesn't care about what his dreams are and what he wants to do. Doesn't support him emotionally. Doesn't bring to the table what she needs to bring to the table to help that man get to the next level. And fellas, I support it. I support the soft guy era. If a woman's not bringing to the table what you need her to bring, then she's not for you. If she brings nothing but drama, chaos, and negativity in her life, she's not for you. I applaud you. I applaud all of you. Drizzle Kings.
Drizzle Kings. Shout out to the Caucasian cohorts. We definitely appreciate you. The 4B movement? No, not the 4B movement. We talked about the 4B movement the other day. The 4B movement doesn't even impact anybody because you're talking about a bunch of women who are undesirable anyway, saying that we're not going to have sex. Who cares? We don't want you. We don't want you to anyway. So like the only people who are like doing this thing are women who are not appealing to me. Like women who continue to have men address me, they get mad, they talk all this shit. They're not diverse. They're not going all across America. They're not going out the way to, I'm not fucking, you want fucking niggas anyway. Niggas wasn't fucking you anyway. You just fucking that little weird dildo you had. Like the 4B movement is irrelevant. Those women who weren't getting married, they were undesirable. We didn't need them anyway, right? So again, shout out to the Caucasian cohort for bringing sense and reason to this and understanding. Maybe they'll listen when a white man tells them. What's happened is the problem is that we've gotten the elders out the house. We'll listen to some fucking kid on social media before we listen to elders who've had life experience and who can tell you how these things work. So in all seriousness, let me bring you some wise words from an old man, about this whole thing. Because all jokes aside, we got to have reason and we got to have understanding when it comes to these movements and these beliefs and these things that are going on online.
Brothers, I bring you greetings from the Tribal Council, and I speak to you as a representative of the elders. I just wanted to say on behalf of the council that we are extremely proud of you. We've seen the development of the Drizzle movement, and we are quite pleased.
Wait. No, absolutely not, D the Gambler. $20 is more than enough. Where are you eating? Where are you eating at? Right? Because $20 it's completely inadequate. What am I supposed to get with $20? What am I going to be able to consume that's going to nourish this temple? Right? My body's a temple. Right? So what am I going to eat? Non-GMO. We're not putting that message. Organic only. Grass-fed. Wagyu, all that shit. I need all that. So if I'm going to nourish this temple with only the finest natural ingredients, right? The foundation that I am built upon, what is $20 going to do for me? Where can you eat? Where can you eat quality for $20? Absolutely not. $20 is the tip. That's not sufficient. It's not going to work. No, look, that's not going to work. Absolutely not. Can't do it.
You are using the gifts that we have honed and developed over centuries. reason and logic. And you've managed to turn the toxic arguments of today's modern woman against them. And it has been a joy to behold. And you have brought so much laughter to this app. And I just wanted to say thank you. And again, we are very proud of you. Keep up the great work. Drizzle, drizzle.
See, that's Professor Trill's problem. That's his problem, though, Miss Grace. Y'all got me scrolling through these comments. The only chubby guy these girls be chasing Professor Trill because he's intelligent, makes money, doesn't drink, smoke, or do drugs. That's why he's so angry. He needs to do drugs. Professor Trill needs to do two things when he retires. Or actually, he can do one of them before he retires. It gets up to this. Professor Trill needs to do mushrooms, and I need to be there. I need to be present in the facility when Professor Trill tries mushrooms. Because I know how Trill's mind works, right? And if you think he's going to be on some profound shit now, if Professor Trill tried more, he'd have to start his own channel. Also, because I think he's a very humorous person, I'd like to be there when Professor Trill smoked weed. Because I think that would be one of the funniest smoke sessions I've ever participated in. I'm a very immature man, right? And I've earned my right to be immature. So this is how you get to remain immature. Long as you don't have kids, as long as you don't have kids as a man, you have the right to be immature, right? Because you haven't put any extra responsibility in the world. After that, then you got to start tightening up. So I reserve the right to be immature. I'm embracing it as long as I fucking can. All right, let's get back to it. Let me run through these. We'll take some calls with your thoughts on the soft guy era. I'm gonna show y'all a video. I'm gonna show y'all this one first. Then I'm gonna show y'all something. I want to know who was right or wrong in this situation.
A lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like, as a man, it should make you feel good to provide, to do for your woman. Like,
Bro, she loves me. She obviously loves me, y'all. She's been in my old videos and my comments before. But one thing I realize is women really hate men that know their worth. Like, on some real, I'm not even joking. When we stand on business, women hate that.
Bro, this is true. This is absolutely true. Women hate men with options. Women hate men with value. That's why they try so hard to try to ruin KS's platform and say that that he was this, that, and the third, and that they felt like they were qualified, that no man out. They hate the idea. I mean, what is wrong with the person who works, provides, does, getting treated properly? Do you know that in communities of old and in I want to say groups, I can't think of the word right now, cultures of old, the warriors always got the best treatment. The warriors, the workers, always got the best treatment. They got the best dibs. They got the best food. Why? Because when the shit went down, they had to step to the forefront. It only makes sense to give the best to the person who takes the most risk, right? Two things happen, because now they see the value in taking that risk and they're more willing to continue taking that risk. Two, they play a greater role than everybody else in that society. Right? So why wouldn't you give them what y'all want to do is take everything. You want these people to do that job, take everything from them, give them extra responsibility to deal with your issues, and then give them the scraps. Doesn't make sense. This whole movement is because of the modern day woman. This whole movement is because y'all let the feminists tell y'all to become men. And so this is what's happening. But again, your behavior, women's behavior has caused this. I mean, we got to stop dealing with these raggedy bitches. I mean, if you're not adding worth to my life, what makes you think you can be my wife, right? Anyway, let me let this brother finish preaching.
They truly do. These women don't want real men. These women want men that they can control. They want men that are insecure and will do whatever they say. They just want a man, a little puppy dog. They want a man that they can control. And once they see a man isn't going for that, they run away. They just run away. So yeah, we want women that'll show love back.
What, Shannon? You trying to pimp his bitch? That's what he doing, seeking her. Oh my goodness. That nigga on some finesse 2 times shit right now. He trying to pimp his bitch. Shout out to Shannon.
And that will give back, that will reciprocate our energy. We're not gonna sit here and get used. This is not the old days. It's either step up or get left. We are in our soft guy era. We're not going for this no more. Y'all better step it up because we're not playing. She said as a man, it should feel good to provide for a woman. No, it does not feel good being used. It does not. It doesn't feel good paying all the bills yourself, handling everything yourself. It does not feel good. That actually leaves a lot of men stressed out and unappreciated. But you want to know what actually feels good? A woman that respects you and reciprocates energy. That's what feels good.
He said, so women always want you to match energies until that means she has to step on your level and treat you the way you treat her. When women say, I want you to match my energy, is that she has a overinflated opinion of herself and she wants you to value her opinion the way she does. It's not about you, being treated equally at all. Not at all. Match energies means I'm arrogant, I'm over infatuated with myself, and I want you to be the same way. They usually post all the time, I want my man to be, I don't want a woman to be infatuated. Yeah, dude. You just need to follow rules, right? That's it. You need to follow rules. No relationship works. And prove me wrong. 0 for 1. 0 for 1. 0 for no, 1 for yes. Well, actually, let me switch it up. No vote yet. I'm going to talk about 2 relationships, and I want you to tell me which relationship works better. For 0, if a man is more infatuated with the woman. For 1, a relationship where the woman is more infatuated with the man. Which relationship probably will have a better outcome? Green Tea, you don't know what a narcissist is. You're a narcissist. It's always a narcissist calling somebody a narcissist. And let me see. Somebody. Oh, the men in jail. the men in jail in their soft guy era as well. Y'all see the thing? Y'all realize these niggas on the fucking jail in jail on TikTok making bank. This is women. This is women, right? Like, this is the logic that women have. You talk about a nigga who works a 9 to 5 is corny. A nigga who works a job is corny. He ain't no hustle. He corny. I can't deal with it. And be on TikTok sending niggas in jail roses and donations and shit, like whatever, because they use the little things for doing. These niggas is locked up. And y'all be sending them shit. Right? Send them shit. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think this. And when I'm saying that, when I say more infatuated, I'm not saying like the other person just doesn't give a fuck. The only, there's a mutual respect and a mutual love there. But when I talk about the infatuation aspect, just somebody's maybe a little bit more crazy. It only works. When the woman is more infatuated with the man. Because when women have these standards, you see the things that they put out. Well, you saw the video I showed you a couple of weeks back where the woman was a matchmaker. And she said that she quit doing matchmaking for women because women's standards are so ridiculously absurd that they can't do it. And women cannot comprehend men at all. So she would talk about how there were women. She said this herself, women who were maybe a 5 or a 6, if that, even though they were making money, they would come with all these high demands and they want a man that's this way and then get mad when those men weren't interested in it because they don't realize that you cannot be on the same level. A nigga can be ugly and have access to all of it. Some of these rappers, some of these motherfuckers, like, you get some money, it changes the game for you because women become attracted to that. Men aren't attracted to that. So a woman, because she might make 6 figures plus and do all this other stuff, she feels that she deserves a man who's going to treat her. She's going to want a man that makes more. Understood. You know, hypergamy is a thing. She's going to want a man that makes more. She's going to want him to look like Shamar Moore. You got to be 6 foot plus. And then 6 foot plus is what? Such a small percentage of the population. So all of these things are dwindling down your options. A man is like, titties and ass. Everybody got titties and ass. You can buy some. I just want her to treat me good. I just want to be nice. I want to keep the house clean, you know. But the things nowadays, women don't realize, like, all of your real talents are outsourced. So you have to work harder. You can meal prep, $200, maybe $300 a week. You can meal prep your food, right? So there's the cooking, and it's probably going to be healthier, probably going to taste better because, like I say, most women can't cook. You can get a maid, come by a couple of times a week, not that much. You can spend maybe $500-600 a week and take care of all that versus taking this bitch out to eat, buying rings and all this other stuff. Like, it would probably be cheaper just to meal prep and have a maid than it would be to get a woman just for those purposes. Right? Then you have to take the attitude. You have to do all this, get all the extra. Like, why? Why would you? Right? Y'all played yourselves out. You got to up your skills. You got to step it up. So if y'all making all the money now, y'all got to break bread. Y'all got to break bread if y'all want to eat. Right? I'm telling you, this is over. It's game over. Anyway, I got a couple more things to show y'all. I'm gonna save that one for last. Yeah, that shirt. Y'all talking about that shirt. I didn't notice that shirt in the video. That is a horrendous shirt. I'm gonna be honest. Pops, I wouldn't have worn that one in particular. So I'm gonna tell you, I want y'all to tell me who's wrong in this video. Right? And the woman's kind of offering commentary in it, but I want y'all to tell me who is wrong in this video, in this situation. Shout out to his illusion. What's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see you, my brother.
Y'all check this out.
Aren't you gonna get out?
No, I just opened it.
No, you're gonna open my door for me. Come out and open the door for me.
He just opened a goddamn door for you.
It's cold outside now. You're not cold. Come inside.
Come open my door, please.
It's cold. But you're already standing there now. Just come in.
Well, let her ass freeze then.
It's not like I can. You know, I can. But you're there. So I'm just saying, since you're there, I've already opened it. Just get in.
I don't touch doors.
But you just closed the door.
Even the date we're going on is me that we pay. You see, I will pay and I'll bring you back. So the least you can do is come and sit down. This one is Wahala. We've never started. And you ever?
Thank you for being a gentleman.
You're ever this thing. It's just normal.
Thank you.
So all of that just so he can open the door from the outside.
You know what? Don't worry. Come out.
Are you serious?
No, just come out because I don't think this. No, come. Just come out first.
Are you serious right now?
He should have been serious 5 minutes ago with your extra ass.
Are you confused? How I drove to this place. I came to pick you up. You could have met me there. I will also pay for the date. This place we are going, minimum $200 that I will spend. And I have to beg you to get in a car.
That sound like that was gonna be a nice ass day too.
I'm opening my door by myself.
Are you serious? I just wanted you to be a gentleman.
No, don't worry. He's like, enjoy your night.
Now you stuck taking yourself out on a date because you didn't want to open your own goddamn door. He dodged a big ass bullet.
Y'all don't believe opening a door means anything. It's just common courtesy. But again, women love a gentleman because everything about a gentleman is advantageous in their favor. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I've carried myself as a gentleman for many years, but now it's time to enter the soft guy era, right? Yeah, and that's the thing too. And shout out to Shannon because a lot of these skits are based on something in reality, right? They might not be the actual time it happened. A lot of these things are things that took place at some point in time and caused an issue. Meal prep is broke nigga energy. That might be the goofiest of all goofy things you've ever said, Green Tea. I expect better. I expect better than that. I'm talking about you can order a meal prep or a service that will do that. Meal prep actually is probably better if you're healthy. Meal prepping is actually a much smarter way to operate. Think about how much time you waste in a day thinking about what you're going to eat, what you're going to order, where you're going to go to. Say you even only spend 20 minutes a day. That's what, 2.5 hours a week? And then what, 52 in a year? So you're talking about over 100 so hours a year. So that's days. Think about it. That's about 4 or 5 days that you spent thinking about what you're going to eat over the accumulated amount of time. Instead of saying, I can meal prep, this is what I'm going to eat for the week, instead of trying to decide every day what I'm going to get off doing. And I mean, 20 is probably a low amount. People probably do way more than that. So one, it's smart nigga energy, even if you're meal prepping for yourself. And if you're paying for a service, then obviously you have to have money to do it. So Green Tea, I need you to do better because you're disappointed. I usually expect a challenge from you, but maybe it's just because I'm in my soft guy area, you're just not impressing me right now. Very disappointed. I expect more. At least just do better. Please do better. Let's see. I think that's the guy that started. I don't know if I showed y'all that one.
Time. Did you see the news that men are actively embracing their soft guy era?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm just as shocked as you are. But let's break down where this came from.
Shocked for what?
The soft guy era is an offshoot of the men's response to the 4B movement.
No,
now,
it's not.
remember, the 4B movement originated in South Korea where the women determined themselves not to.
Let me stop you there, sister. The soft guy era has nothing to do with the 4B movement. The 4B movement does not want to deal with men, sleep with men, have kids with men. But us soft era guys are still dealing with women because we still love women. We're not just decentering women. We love women. We know women were made for us. We just want to be treated respectfully. You simply cannot just compare the two. It's like comparing the moon to the sun. We are not the same. Us soft guy era men are dealing with women on the daily, but we're not settling for a bare minimum ass woman. The soft guy era movement is simply men not settling for less. We're not doing that anymore. We're not sitting here paying all the bills anymore. If you're going to enter a man's life, you're either going to come with something or turn around and get the fuck on. You women wanted equality. Y'all wanted to come into the workforce and work. So that's what you're going to do. So now when it comes to dealing with a man, you're going to come with something. You're not just going to be sitting around trying to be pretty all day. No, you're going to be paying some bills and being a helpmate like you were made to be. A helpmate, not a leecher, not someone that just depends on a man. This is what the soft guy era is about. Equality. Not what the 4B, not what y'all doing. This is a soft guy era, not 4Bs. If it was a male 4B movement, I would have called it the male 4B. 4B for men or something. I wouldn't have called it soft guy era. I just wouldn't have.
This is the new Kevin Samuels. He's just taking the game and adjusting it, giving men the enlightenment and the knowledge they need. See, this is the problem. Women don't want to see a man happy. Women do not want to see a man happy. Women don't want men to have happiness. Right? Think about it. Fellas, you're bikini with your partners. Girls see you over there laughing too much. You want to know what's going on. Don't involve you. Because women they sense the energy of man happy. Maybe it raises testosterone or something. I don't know. But when a man is happy, somehow, some way, one of those little estrogen monsters is going to come over. It could be a coworker. You could just be at a public. It might be a fucking waitress. Who knows? They just don't like it. They don't like to see the smiles and the chuckles, the daps and whatever other handshakes y'all do. The little estrogen monsters get mad. Well, I need to know what's happening over there. Things that don't involve me, men being happy without me getting attention. I don't like it. They can't stand it. They cannot stand it. It's despicable, really. Green Tea is giving off live alone. No, I would say, well, maybe. I would say Alone with a Calico Cat and a dildo that uses double D batteries. Or D batteries. I don't know if they're double D batteries. D batteries. Why is he despicable, Broderick? I don't understand. I don't understand why you feel like he's despicable. What has he done? Oh, in the 4B movement, there was some Korean women who are basically becoming lesbians. They're like, we're not going to have sex with men. We're not going to date men. We're not going to something. It's like for again, basically lesbian. I mean, if you really the basic tenets of lesbianism, right? Basic tenets of lesbianism, right? USB. I charge that thing every fucking night. All right, let's get to these last couple of ones. So we can take a couple of calls here. Oh, that one had nothing to do with it. I think I showed y'all that one. Did I show this one? I don't know if I showed this one. Yeah, let me know if I showed it. I think I might have showed this. I can't remember. I showed information.
All right, ladies. The men have decided if you can't beat them, join them. So drizzle, drizzle to your sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? At the end of the day, you told men that they were toxic just for being men. You told men that strength and macho behavior and all the rest of the things that come along with being a man, those things are all bad. Put them away. Okay. They said no problem. They have no problem being in their soft guy era. So I hope you're not concerned about who's going to be taking out the trash, because guys have decided you, princess, you get to take out the trash. And while we're talking about royalty, I hope you're not wanting to be a passenger princess, because these guys, they want that treatment too. Fair is fair, right? Anything you can do, they can do. All right, well, they've decided to match your sass, and now they're embracing it. So I hope that you get everything that you wanted, because ladies, y'all have created some monsters, okay? So buckle up and enjoy the ride. I don't think it's ending anytime soon. Drizzle, drizzle.
So you got to understand, though. And it may shock y'all. I'm down with the drizzle, drizzle. Shout out to Illusion for the damn donation. Say, bro, these dudes are very concerned about being pretty. It's just a modern day metrosexual, you know? But you got to understand, and I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute when it's all said and done, because this is a beautiful movement. Of all the men's movements that have taken place, there is a particular reason why I support this movement more so than others, and I'll explain shortly. Right? What's been happening in the black community forever? Broderick, what are you talking about? That's been happening in the black community forever. So, terrible stuff. It's been happening so long that this is what it's evolved to, right? Let me see. Because a couple of these dudes look the same. Anyway, let me do this. I'm going to do these last two, because I don't know if I showed that one or not. I'm going to do these last two. I'm going to do the one, because that guy that y'all seeing is the guy who started the drizzle movement. And I'm gonna let him explain how it all came about in the last video, but not this one. I'm gonna let him show y'all this one, and then we'll do that one.
What's actually hilarious is the amount of women that are outraged by this soft guy era, because basically these men are flipping the roles on them, and they realize how ridiculous and unrealistic it sounds when a man says it, but then when they say it, it's not ridiculous. Like, some women have even gone as far as to call these men gay and act really homophobic towards them for simply asking for what they're asking for. And what I get from it, even if it is a joke, jokes aside, it's about reciprocation, and it's showing how many women expect it automatically because their inflated egos are telling them that they deserve it no matter what, without any reciprocation. And I don't know about you guys, but any relationship that you're in deserves appreciation, reciprocation, and I think a lot of you guys need to go back to kindergarten, where we learn to treat others how you want to be treated. Because if you don't want to be used, then don't use people. If you don't want to be looked at as a paycheck, don't be a gold digger. If you want respect, you have to give respect. If you want someone to be compassionate and considerate, you have to be compassionate and considerate. And yes, this absolutely goes both ways. So the fact that so many women are showing the fact that they'll never reciprocate the same energy, this explains why so many men are out here, just match my energy and I'll match yours. And the problem is, it's not happening. It's the same way that so many women will come online and bash men and talk shit about men and talk about their first dates being awful. But the moment that my platform or other women like me call out toxic behaviors, it's a problem. So y'all can talk shit about men and their toxic behaviors, but when women call you out on your own toxic,
There's a phrase, and I would like to know, fellas, tell me what's the male equivalent of this phrase. I have an idea what y'all might say, but I don't think it's quite accurate. Women have a term called pick me. Women, are you familiar with this term? If y'all are familiar with the term, drop a 1. If you're not, drop a 0. But women have a term called pick me. And this term right here, it might, because there's definitely a lot going on. I talked more than I did, but I intended to. So we might have to talk more about it and definitely take some calls on this, because this is a very interesting premise. A pick me is a woman that is basically a woman that wants a straight relationship, that wants to be married, which I believe most women do. I would say, well, even if you're talking about lesbians get married to each other and have the highest divorce rates. That's a whole other thing. But I believe most women want to be married. So women who actively kind of take more to the guy side of arguments and conversations are often called pick-me's. The same way we may call a dude a simp for doing certain things that some women may call a gentleman, right? That's what I want. But I don't think pick-me is necessarily a direct equivalent to a simp, right? But I think, are pick-me's getting, I don't know. I feel like they have a better chance at getting picked. But the thing about pick-me's and the thing about this whole dynamic, pick-me's are not actively engaging in their own picking. And so when I was talking about earlier, like you got women who sit in the club and sit across the room and just sit there hoping somebody, it's too much competition. Women have to enter the competition now. You get left out, right? It used to be you were the prettiest girl in your school and everybody wanted you. Or you might have been the prettiest girl in the neighborhood, or you lived in a town where, people went out about. Now, women, because you've put yourselves on the Instagram, you've put yourselves on all of these platforms, making it easily accessible. You now have to compete for the attention of a real man. I'm not saying that the pick-me's are doing this, but because other women are doing that. Because guess what? I don't know. Clubs are probably still popular, but nobody's looking for love in a club. If you're in a club, it's more than likely that it's going to be a jump off. I would never take a woman serious that I met in a club. There's no way I'd ever marry a woman I met in a club. You got dating apps. People ain't going out to places no more. You have, like I said, there's so many other distractions, right? Back in the day, you didn't have a phone in your pocket, or if you did, it what you want to. And men had their heads up. They were looking, and hey, they saw you. Now people walking around with their phones bare. You have to do something. You really want to get married, you're going to have to get active. You have to compete with everything else. You have to compete with the electronics. You have to compete with other women. But pick-me's tend to be more submissive, so they're not doing that, right? And then the overly aggressive pick-me's are not getting picked because they're distributing, masculine behaviors, depending on, where you're at. Then you have pick-me's who have kind of, I won't say aged out, but they're on that biological clock is ticking, and they kind of get a little aggressive. Dre, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. Middle-aged Dre. What's going down? Dre, are you in your soft guy era? Absolutely. Chime Tracy, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, and that's the thing. It doesn't matter what you do in this life. Somebody's going to find a reason to disagree and hate you. And that's why I've stopped giving a fuck about a lot of shit. Because it doesn't matter. I can come out here and say, money is green. Not quite. Well, what about other languages? They don't use English to describe green, or it's a different shade. This is more like a forest tree. It's like people would find a reason to fucking dismantle anything you say, right? But, right. And that's also the thing. There's a lot of good men who have been the good, hardworking men. Men who start out as genuine, good, hardworking men who believed in the principles that women want them to believe in, traditional men. A lot of them got broken by one of your counterparts. The same counterparts you cheer on for every fucking mistake they make. I know a lot of men who've worked in various fields of construction, in the plants and things like that, making great money. But because a woman couldn't be satisfied, one, you don't want to be broke. So he's giving you the lifestyle lead. But now because you're lonely, that's why I tell women, hey, get a hobby. You better get a hobby. You better figure something out. Like, I cannot be the source of your happiness and your entertainment and, funding your life, everything. I can't think and exist for you. That's what women want you. They want you to be the everything. They just want to ride along, entertain me, love me, worship me, provide for me, and, all these other things. So if a man has to do all that, one, of course, he's the prize, right? But a lot of men working good jobs whose women left them because they work too much. Do you not understand work, money, lifestyle? Yeah. So anyway, getting back to it, let me finish the rest of this video.
Behaviors, it's different. Anyways, drizzle, kings. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Drizzle kings. But like I said, there's a lot of things that we have to talk about, a lot of things we have to address. And then I'm gonna show you this last one. I'm show you the video from the guy who started this movement. And then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. You picky pani. Oh, tu picky pani.
If you don't know what the soft guy era is, or you just simply hate the soft guy era, this video is for you. Shout out to my fellow Mark Pollard, for dropping a slideshow on Instagram explaining what this is. So if you didn't know, me and my brother Goody started the soft guy era a few weeks ago, and it's going viral. We have been wreaking havoc on the internet, and so have the rest of y'all. We love the support. Keep dropping y'all videos. Let's keep making them mad. So now we're going into detail on what this is. The idea. Men in their soft guy era want to find high-value women who can take care of them in ridiculous ways. Yes, we do. They want us to have money. I want my woman to have money as well. It's only right. Drizzle. The soft guy era is a response to the soft girl era of 2023. It mocks videos in which women demand ridiculous things from men. It twists a mnemonic device from YouTuber Letitia Puday, aka the Sprinkle Lady. It's a supervision of alpha male content. And then here's the kicker, and this is what they don't like. The 4 points. Women say they want equality, but then some demand the most unequal situations from men. And this includes men paying all the bills, but the woman is making money as well, but she doesn't want to come out of pocket because she's a woman, right? Doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound equal to me. Now we're going to go down to insight. If men acted like this, they'd be laughed out the room. See, now when women are hearing these things, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. No way. You want a mom. You want a parent. You want a man. No, we just want what you guys want from us in return. Now on to the advantage. Men believe they bring a lot to the table, so maybe they are now the table. See, a lot of men don't realize they are the table. If a man is paying all the bills, sir, you are the table. You're providing for a woman and your children. You are the table. But a lot of men don't realize who they are. So they really don't know they've been manipulated into living old-fashioned ways. That shit is over and it's dead. These women get money now. It's time to spend that money now and contribute and work as a team. Eve was made to be a helpmate to Adam. Let's not play. Now the strategy. Show how outrageous it is when men demand to be provided for in the same equality. We all know being a provider in 2024 is a scam, so we don't care. So we're not doing that anymore. We know that's old fashioned. These women got money. These women are working, so they need to contribute. We want a helpmate.
And there you have it. There you have it. There you got it. And so all this is why I say I love this movement. This is why I say I support it fully. Because it's one big troll. And the funniest part about it is not the men saying the things that they're saying. It's the women responding. Because the women respond and say the shit that men were saying previously about women who were saying these things. And women don't get it. They don't even realize it. Not at all. I truly do find this very, very amusing. So that's, like I said, that's the guy that broke it down. He gave y'all a little explanation and a breakdown as to what was being said and why it was being said. BA from the BM, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you. And so it's all one big troll job, right? So here's the deal. And if they do, Broderick, you of all people, I'm not going to put you out there, but I'm just going to say you of all people. We can continue this discussion in the Discord after the stream as well. Men have been in the soft guy era, right? Men have always wanted to be in the soft guy era. There's fellas in here who at one point in time in their life wanted to be in the soft guy era, but it wasn't called the soft guy era. So this is why I support this movement, right? Because the soft guy era is basically pimping. Hopefully without you having to fuck a bunch of other niggas. Think about it. What every nigga wants to be a motherfucking pimp. Man, these bitches gonna get this money, put this money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Put some ducats in my bucket. So, again, this is why I say what I say. I have no issue with the soft guy era. Because what is a pimp? A pimp is a fly motherfucker, right? Pimp gonna dress nice. He gonna be real clean, gonna ride real clean, wants to have nice things. What's the difference between a pimp and the soft guy era? Soft guy eras ain't slapping they bitches? Oh, the game is definitely fucked up. You got bitches out here pimping bitches, knowing that they wasn't really good enough to get a man. That the woman was put on here for us. Okay. Well, see, here's the deal, bro. You got to give these people time to do better, right? These are young motherfuckers on the internet. Correlate your age, your mindset at that age, and theirs. And then having the tools that they have now, right? Having the influences that they have now. It's the same thing. If we were young, everybody wanted to be a motherfucking pimp. The lifestyle, it's glorified, right? And it isn't despicable. Maybe not. So fuck these up. It can be a despicable profession if you want to look at it like that. But it's gonna keep on going. You feel me? Trio will understand. What's the motherfucker? Well, the lovely Miss Northside Bell in the building. How you doing? All I'm saying is this. We were influenced. They were influenced. So all we're saying is this. What is different? What I want to know, what is different in the soft guy? Actually, a soft guy, if that's the case, Broderick, a pimp would be more despicable than the soft guy. Right? A pimp would be more despicable than the soft guy, right? We embrace that. So were we worse? Were we more despicable? Because you sending bitches out to go fuck a whole bunch of niggas to diminish their value, to increase your value. For your companionship. So if this bitch work a job and you tell her, hey, look, you got to provide like I provide. We're talking about an equal exchange. You're not necessarily using somebody, but you want me to do this. That's cool. Well, I want you to do this. So what's wrong with that? Right? And that's also true. That's also true illusion. I use the generals because, again, we'd have to go down that alley to have some people understand some things. But my deal is this. If she putting it in your pocket, PIMP, put it in my pocket. If she is doing the same thing, providing you with an increase in value, Again, so all I'm saying is, I always tell people, go where you're treated best, get the value out of yourself. I think most people, and I think the sense people who have found someone and they're happy, they're in a relationship. Again, you see it's the gentlemen who are married. I think they're going to see it from a different lens because they're not out here dealing with the nonsense, right? And you don't have to because you were smart, you invested early, got the long-term return. Those of us, the Trills of the world, the Honchos of the world, we know we had the extended expiration date, so we decided to wait. Now, ain't as much delicacies on our plate. So we have to search through the natural and the GMO hoes. And there's way more GMO hoes, just like food and stoves, than good ones. So if you're going to waste time with a GMO hoe, you got to spend some dough, bro. Yeah. Oh, man. But let's make it short. What time? How much time is it? We got 30 minutes. We could take a couple of. I'll take a couple calls. See, and here's the thing. This a woman's best comeback, a la green tea, is to question the sexuality of a man. That's the best that they can do because they know that's what a man prides himself on to an extent, right? Like some men are the best that they can do. What do you have to say when that no longer works? Because that's really the only thing you've been kind of using. I expect better. I'm really disappointed. You must have forgot to charge your thing last night, so you're in a bad mood today. Using it up all weekend. You gotta be careful. It's gonna make your fuck up your sensation. Make it a little numb. Be careful. You burnt out your USB socket. Right. So that's all. Like again, I just want you to do better. I expect everybody. Look, what iron sharpens iron. Right now, you coming with some Play-Doh. Let's do this. We'll take a couple of calls. We'll talk about it. I don't know how many people intend on calling, but we'll do this. I'll put like a 7-minute limit on the calls. So if we got a couple people want to call, we'll see. Broderick ain't gonna call. Broderick got the most to fucking say tonight. He ain't finna call shit or today. And then we'll double up tonight. I'll bring you a couple more videos, a couple other things, and we'll continue this conversation. And then what I'll do, I'll throw in another conversation I want. I got a video I need to record for y'all too. Speaking of pimping, so let's do this. Let me. Right now, is there a song stuck in your head? And if it is, what is it? Not the one I was on. Because for some reason, I have that. I think it was that fantasy, the Mariah Carey fantasy song stuck in my head. I kind of know why, but it pops up every now and then. And sometimes I wonder when you hear and you say random things if it's connected to a certain emotion, right? What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this afternoon?
Yo, it's Solis, man.
Solis, don't call the police. Talk to me, Solis. How do you feel about the soft guy era movement? Is it satire? Is it a joke? Or some people taking it serious? And what's its purpose?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like everyone else, there's some people that take it serious, people that don't. Again, like, I didn't know about this shit till you said something about it, bro. To me, I don't really give a fuck about this shit. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. I got some balls with my legs. You know? Like, I don't really give a fuck what bitches do, what bitches want. Hey, again, I'm like, even though I troll a lot, shout out Miss Green Key, so if she is a woman or not, she could have a dick too. But, I mean, I don't really give a fuck, dudes, what other dudes want to do. Like, to me as a man, you should march to the beat of your own drum. So if you feel like doing that shit, go ahead, all means do it. The older.
So with times changing, with things being
generation.
different. Oh my bad. What?
Oh, Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Okay, so with times changing, with people kind of being different in how they operate, should women have to compensate as much as a man in a relationship?
They want to be like a man, which is what it feels like. They want that equality. You gotta get used to being treated like a man then sometimes. Again, dude, like a real man is a fucking dick. Like, I'm an asshole, bro. Like, I'm a fucking dick. I know that. So, again, if you have men with the mentality of me, women are going to be one of that shit. Like, a woman that wants a man, quote unquote, and to pay bills and shit like that, we're dicks. Like, men are dicks in general. Like, unless you're a pussy, like, you want to deal with an asshole, go ahead. We're going to beat you every time, and we're going to make you cry in the fucking corner. You want to try to match our energy? Go ahead. You're not going to win.
So,
you know, it's real simple to me. Like, I mean, women could do a lot of things, but they can't handle stress like a man. They don't work like a man in terms, like, women don't even, like, I believe women shouldn't work in certain things, right? And I may be sexist for this, right? But, like, we call our jobs, like, my mom was a welder, right? But again, I don't believe that the stress that she took on or whatever and how she relieved that stress, I guess, kind of toxic, I would feel like, to certain things. But also, I don't believe that she was able to, like, she's not genetically capable of handling stress like a man, right? And I want to hear, oh, well, women do this, and this, and raise kids by themselves and stuff like that. But yeah, but also, a lot of women that have kids raised by themselves go to end up dead or in jail. That's facts.
It's true. And we've seen the statistics, we've seen the facts behind that. So here's the thing. So do you feel like the most money, you said you think men that take care of the bills and handle these things are assholes or you're dicks generally. Do you think that most men...
Not every man's an asshole, but like women, to most men, like, we're assholes or we're dicks, like, we're not listening, like, again.
But
like, I told my girl the joke the other day, like, we were arguing. I was just like saying, okay. Like, I was talking to her, but like, she wanted me to have so much input about something. I just told her, like, what do you want me to have input for? You're saying everything. You want me to, like, co-sign it? Like, what? How do you want me to have a conversation with you if I'm listening to you? I'm listening to you, so I'm saying, okay, I see that, right? But yet you want to have a conversation with me. That's not a conversation. You're telling me about certain things. I'm listening. To me, that's listening, right?
Yeah.
Not saying too much. I'm listening to you. But then it got to the point where she felt like I was ignoring her. Like, no, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just fucking listening. That's what she wanted, right?
Yeah,
I had to explain to you, like.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, any man. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna make a statement, and you tell me if you think it's true or false. And in the chat, you as well. Does a woman need a man's guidance to be successful?
I think to a certain extent, yeah. I mean, I feel like, man, to a certain extent, right? Because, like, again, like, most of the times, how you learn to clean out your ass or clean your ass, right, or take a shower.
Right.
You learn that usually from, like, your mom washing you and your mom teaching you. You know what I'm saying? Dads don't do this. Dads usually do, but traditionally, right, that's the nurturing part of the mother's job, right? It's showing you how to take care of yourself. So I believe to a certain extent, yes, right? But again, there's some men that are more cleanlier than women.
Yeah, some of those men are, well, they've been born in their soft guy era. But, but here's the thing.
More so now than there is before, but yeah.
Yeah. But so here's the thing, right? Because you mentioned something, you said that, and this happens, and I think all men have been, you had a conversation with your woman, and you listen, right? I want you to listen, you don't listen to me, okay? So, hey, you know what? Like you said, I'm gonna be quiet, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna take in what you're saying, I'm gonna process it in my own right, but I'm gonna let you keep speaking so that you can get out what you want to get out, because that's what it is with most women. It's not even that they have a real valid point to make, or it's that really it's in depth or meaningful. They just have to get it out until that energy is expelled from their body, and then they feel, I don't know if it's the estrogen thing or what, and then I guess the levels kind of taper off, and then they're back to normal. But yeah, like I said, you can sit there, and then it switches to another emotional state. Oh, you're not paying attention, you're not responding. Like, what are you? want me to do? I don't think women really know what they want. Because then, like we just talked about the assholes and all that. Women will say they want a man that treats them this way, that way, treat me like a princess, treat me like a king. But what do they generally end up with?
Nothing. Most of these bitches be single.
Well,
Most
that's
of these
true.
bitches be taking dick for someone else next month. Next month taking dick for someone else. You
Well,
know, like
the dicks they're
these bitches
taking.
don't know how to hold a man.
Well, that's true. They don't. But what type of dudes are the dicks that they're taking attached to?
They get okay. First of all, these bitches think, but going to the club, they're gonna find a Prince Charming in the goddamn club. Bitch, she about to find a one night stand in the club. That's all we about to find is some free dick, and that's it. They trying to cuff you down in no fucking club, or we go on apps like well, shit. I used Tinder before it got like popular, and yeah, Tinder. Like they got whatever other ones are like the eHarmony shit. I guess that's for like older folks, but Tinder's like the main one, right? And again, what is that? That's hookup culture.
Yeah, and they with them. They're cool with being hookups until there's a certain guy they actually like. Then they want to try to set these standards, but you let everybody else run through you, bust you up, and do whatever. And then the guy you like, you want to set. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But here's the deal: we over the little 7-minute mark. We're gonna take a couple more calls
It
here.
makes these women feel like they have more options.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they don't understand the difference in those quality options. But here's the deal: I'm gonna cut the call. But I appreciate you getting started. Like I say, and
No
we're
problem,
definitely gonna
man.
have to keep this conversation going this evening. Appreciate
Hey,
it so
shout
much.
out Green Tea. I hope you don't have a dick.
Oh.
Later, bro.
Shout out to already. Well, she does. But again, it's battery operated. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this afternoon?
It's your boy Shannon.
Shannon, how are you doing this
Calling
afternoon?
Man, just chilling on a Monday. Just copping in. I saw y'all talking about sophomore era. Shit's mad funny.
So, what were your initial thoughts when you first heard about this?
I thought it was something that was due for a long time ago. I think a lot of men justifiably get mad at women's nonsense online. Women allow other women have a platform just because they're women, and they spit off dumb nonsense. And so, of course, men are going to get upset at that. But eventually, men just realize it's just, I hope I don't offend anyone, they call it a whole babble. And, and now people just make jokes out of it. It is what it is.
And I mean, it's really ridiculous. Again, like you see how the women respond when they hear it, the other way. So when you first saw it, did you feel like it was a serious thing? Did you realize it was satire, or how did you approach it?
I mean, I knew off jump it was satire. I mean, most men. The thing is that most men we kind of are indoctrinated in a way that we want to be some use to a family. I mean, if you look at like the statistics, I think one reason why men die after they retire because they're no longer useful. They kind of die, I think that's like 2 to 3 years after they retire. So men like to be useful to the family to some capacity. It's just in our nature. But we don't like to be, financially manipulated. You know what I mean? And so I just find it like, of course, men eventually just going to start saying this because I think what the soft guy era just made all the comments of these women saying crap and just put it in like a comedic spin. But they're saying the exact same things the men were saying when they saw these women say this stuff. So it's not new.
And I got you, Danny. I got you with the link. So where does it go from here? Do you think more women view this as a serious thing, or do you think most also get that it's satire?
So, okay, let me go back. We live in Houston, right? So women are going to do whatever they can to get the most bang for their buck, period, point blank. And so this, on its face, I think they're going to recognize that it's satire. But if they don't, it's not going to change how they maneuver through the world. You know what I mean? Like if you live in Houston, Houston's really big with a lot of sugar daddies. Like you go to any restaurant, you'll see a really pretty girl at 25 with some 60-year-old man. Because the reality is that these women have nothing to offer aside from their body. And that's like 99% of, let me mean, that's like 60% of all the women out there. So like, it's literally transactional relationships. And then they have these super high standards because that's all they got. And so the soft guy era is just, response to that. Hey, if you want transactional relationships, well, I want one as well. And that's all it really is. And like I said, I don't foresee anyone changing anyone's objectives or perspectives in dating. I think at this point it's kind of solidified, but it's funny to laugh at.
And I agree with the whole trend. And I think that women made it this way because once you made pussy so accessible, I mean, it used to be a challenge back then. It used to be now it's so accessible. So like I guess you get to the point where like, well, what else do you do? So I'm gonna need a little more because this chick might she gonna give me, but she gonna do a little bit more though. So I'm not even against guys who are serious about their soft guy eras.
I mean, I would say this much. Like for me, it's not about like there was this whole thing. I had a conversation with some friends maybe a few months ago about like the whole body count thing. Women going out here in their 20s and getting ran through. And I told him, I was like, be honest with you, maybe I'm different, but like I just got my W-2. I trust me, I did well last year, so I'm around a whole group of well-established men in Houston. And when we talk about this, we don't really care if women had their 20s. I mean, we had our 20s, so let's not compare and contrast. But the thing is that if you finally want to get into a relationship, have something of merit, just not of your body. And I think that's the biggest thing that men have problems with. It's like, hey, we don't really care about your body count. I mean, at least it's not something like crazy. But are you going to be a helpmate? Are you going to try to be supportive? Or are you going to be loving? Are you going to be affectionate? And the big answer is basically no. So that's why a lot of guys get pushback because it's like, hey, if there's nothing but transactional relationships, like I said, I want some transaction as well.
So you look at it like, so you say the guys that you're around, people that you speak with, are more concerned about their current behaviors than past behaviors.
More or less, yeah. I mean, like for example, I think everyone had fun in their 20s. You know what I mean? Some people more than others. As long as it's like within reason, you know what I'm saying? If I meet a girl tomorrow and we're like 33, 34, I'm not expecting her to have 4 bodies if she's been in 7 relationships and she went to college. Like, it's not even relevant. You know what I mean? And she's not acting through my past either. So it's like, to a certain point, it doesn't matter. But, there's limits to it. It's a spectrum. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be with someone who had some fun in their 20s, who's more marriage-minded, who wants to be loving and affection, all that kind of mumbo-jumbo, versus someone who's a virgin who has, this high, I'm high maintenance, you need to pay for me. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. The challenge is not the body count. It's the way they interact with you within the relationship. But hey, maybe I'm different.
I can see that. Does the proximity of the social circle impact the body count? So if maybe this is a person who is kind of maybe intertwined with some of the same friends, does it matter if it's someone versus hey, you just did your thing over there cross country while you were in college? You think that impacts a decision?
I mean, shit. I haven't run across that situation personally, but I guess you don't want what's the old thing with what was it Love of Ray J? She smashed the homie. You don't want that now. We don't want that. Yeah. If you did some shit, keep it out there. But there's within limits. You know what I'm saying? If you with someone long enough, you can tell like how whole were they whole phase. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I had fun here and there. I'm like, okay. But if you go into parties and you that girl with like 5 dudes in the restroom, like, nah, we can't talk. You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to it, like everything. But like I said, soft guy era to me, I think it's just funny. It's cool. Like I said, I don't think anything's gonna change anytime soon. The gender war is no longer a war. I mean, the dust is already settled. At this point, we just laughing at the aftermath.
I don't think anybody. I mean, it's just crazy that the people get on here and say what they say. But we reached the 7 minute. Like I said, we're gonna do the 7 minute on a couple of calls. But I definitely appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts with me, Mr. Shannon.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Shout out to Solis and Shannon. Appreciate y'all calling in. Might have time to take maybe one more. Broderick should call in since he was doing all that talking about taking calls. He's had a very opinionated process over this whole thing. Shout out to Nikki Howe. The soft guy era is basically a movement that's been going on online with men saying the same shit that women were saying about the man should do this, and this because I've changed how I perceive myself. And so men are saying, well, the woman needs to, pay my bills and do all this off the wall shit, really outrageous and crazy things that they're saying, right? So it is what it is. If someone fucks you over on business, what happens? What type of business we talking? Yeah, probably be out there making demands. Don't even be in the thing after. That's why I ain't got no wrench now. We should have a vote. Does Broderick have a wrench in the den? So we should take a vote on if I should take Broderick's wrench in the Discord. And Green said, yes, it is women's fault. The more rights that we give women, the crazier the world's gotten. Think about it. The more privileges women have gotten, the crazier the world has gotten. Prove me wrong. Direct correlation. The more rights we've given black people and women, so inherently black women are the worst. The more rights we've given black people and women, the worse the world has gotten. Drizzle, drizzle. But, and again, I'm not completely anti-soft guy here in the serious sense, right? Now everybody's just doing it, calling us soft guy again, weird shit. I wouldn't label it that. That's not how I would identify it. But in this day and age, when all the women do the exact same thing, when all the women present themselves the exact same way, they look the same, they dress the same, they talk the same, they got the same wig, same lace front, they got the fucking same BBL. The motherfuckers got, I mean, it's, they do, but they don't know it. They do, but they don't know it. Because y'all are worried about what other women think. If y'all were smarter, then y'all definitely would rule the world. So, yeah, they should, but they don't. Because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. Y'all try to be men too much. It's a simple answer. Women definitely should be ruling the world. But because y'all want to be men, y'all don't understand how this whole thing works. Have no idea how this whole thing works. That's why this thing is really, really funny. Right? That's why it's extremely funny. Because in reality, yeah, y'all should be. Y'all should be much better off than where y'all are. Why are y'all not? Do we though, Solis? Do we? Do we? Because think about it. Many of war have been fought over women. All right? Oh, shit. So we had a call. My bad, I didn't see no thing. Call it back, and I definitely take that. That'll be our call, last call for the day. But many of war has been fought over women. Right? Men are empowered to an extent. But I believe, think about it. Right? Adam and Eve, we can go back to that story. Perfect man. Think about it. The perfect man, Adam, fell prey to the perfect woman. Right? And this is why we are here, right? If you believe in this story. The perfect man, that's why I say even the best man in the world today can still get tricked by a broad. And the most perfect woman in the world today is still easily manipulated, right? All right. What's the motherfucking deal? We got calling into the den this afternoon.
So what's up, G?
Dan, the motherfucking man with the plan. How are you doing this afternoon, sir?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. About to work on my resume, shop around for another gig. I mean, I'm currently still employed, but that's going to change in the near future, so I want to be prepared. I have other options. So I'm going to work on my resume for a little bit, you know, add some stuff. Simple as that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Preparing for the future. So, we've been here talking about the soft guy era. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I thought it was the white boy summer. I don't know what the fuck going on. Look, I'm a lame. You know, I don't know what. I remember Tom Hanks' son, the wannabe thug or whatever. He told me it's the white boy summer. That's the last time I remember in this sort of pop culture summer, hot girl summer and white boy summer. That's it. I don't know about this soft guy era. I mean, we'll see how far that gets. I don't even know. Good luck to him. Oh, okay. Okay, is the for? Okay, this is for. Okay, updates. A problem. Women say they want equality. Okay, strategy show outrageous. It is when men. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, there's men acting like this. They left the room. Men lose their bring on the table. Maybe they're on another table. Fair enough. I mean, like I said, we'll see how far it goes. I don't know why people get mad at it. You know.
Yeah. So basically, it's a thing, and again, this got kind of started, but it's a satirical movement, and it's just dudes basically making videos. Some of them are actually saying things verbatim to what women said and just replacing them with with what the women said.
Yeah.
And women
like
are
the
getting
lunch one
angry.
earlier.
Yeah. And women are getting angry and getting mad at when men say it. But when the same women said the shit last year, they were like, well, and this is just a point to prove that, one, that women hate men. Two, that women don't really listen to what other women are saying and why that shit is detrimental to them. And this is him just kind of breaking down, why this is what it is and why I guess they kind of started it.
You know what? So I got back on the Discord, and I have a counterpoint to this. Here's the thing about the soft guy era. It's satirical, as you've mentioned, but there's still one kind of guy that these women will always gravitate towards. I mean, without fail, the majority of women out here gravitate towards these kinds of guys. And I'll just say it. In the video I posted in Discord reflects that. Jail niggas, jail dudes, jailbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that video was about that. This one woman, she's saying how y'all jailbirds is winning. Y'all guys ain't doing nothing right now. Yeah. There's this one live went on, and like thousands of women were these four dudes streaming from prison, the feds, and then they a bunch of women talking about let me get your J pay and shit like that.
Yeah. See, I told y'all the niggas on TikTok was winning, and Dan confirmed because Dan brings the fact. I said it earlier. I was like, man, look, women don't know what the fuck they want. There's niggas on in jail on fucking TikTok, and they getting the roses and the donations and all. So that's why I say the shit is so dumb because motherfucker here talking about soft guy era, right? And I want this and want this, even though he's talking about an equal exchange. Do you want me to do these things for you? Well, this is what I want in return. Y'all are going out there in the lives of the niggas who can't do shit for you, can't do a motherfucking thing. You ain't even gonna see the motherfucker, and trying to give them money and put it on their books and all that. And honestly, like, whatever. I ain't hating. I hope niggas come home, they redeem themselves, whatever. But this is why I say women don't know what the fuck they want.
Right.
You cannot value a woman's opinion on anything unless she's your woman. And that's an opinion on what she wants to eat, because that's all she fucking knows. And she tell me, where you want to go eat? Well, let's go here. No, I don't really want, I don't want that. Where the fuck you want to go? Women, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But, yeah, they're fucking giving money to the jail niggas. Probably money they're getting from other niggas that they're fucking
on. Right? Now, here's the thing, though. Now there is era for the soft guy, the nice guy. It's when this woman's in her 30s and 40s, and she got 3-4 kids from this jailbird type dude, to get money, nigga. He done started doing his own product, or he washed out, or he dead, or he just ain't taking care of the kid because he don't feel like it. He didn't get someone younger than her, and then got her ass pregnant too. And this is the nice guy supposed to show up and save him. The Russell Simpsons. Excuse me. No, I ain't going. You got me fucked up, bro. It's not my job to save the community. Trying to adopt a bunch of black kittens and shit like that. I didn't create these children. Go take that. Go put that nigga on child support. You always was going to. Yeah, that save a whole shit, Michelle. Exactly. I ain't saving shit. I can't even save myself. I'm supposed to save you and your children. Nah, bro. It is absolutely unreasonable and just ridiculous to ask the men who've been trying to do it right, even though they slip and fall from time to time. Maybe they have a kid already. You know what I'm saying? They take care of these best of their abilities, even though they're being alienated by this better baby mama. Now, I don't have kids, but I've seen a lot of stories about this, especially in the military. But I'm going to get past that. So this man who's trying to do it right to the best of his abilities, he's supposed to take care of your fuck-ups. Now, you may love your kids. Your kids are a blessing to you, but for anyone else, that's a burden. Financial burden, emotional burden, physical burden. I mean, who knows? So, no, I ain't with this soft guy shit. You got to be hard on this motherfucker, bro.
Absolutely, and I agree.
So fuck all that soft guy shit.
But see, but what women don't realize is because they love their kids, and you should. They're yours. You know, it's like your dog. You should love it. It's not going to bite you. But but yeah, like I said, that love is not reciprocal because you might like this guy. One, because he's willing to accept, all your extra shit. That's one. Well, ain't nobody else doing it, so he will. So a lot of women, they call that settling. Like, but you're the bird settling. Anyway, then he has to adjust to you and your multiple personality, depending on how many babies. So it might be multiple babies, multiple baby daddy personalities. Because I believe the DNA personality is in that. So you have to try to appease all these people. Look at all these, and these people don't give a fuck about you, bro. Like, and that's what motherfuckers don't like. You'll show one story where somebody's like, I loved my stepdad. I want to get his last name. Well, yeah, you fucking saved your fucking life probably by marrying your mom and going down the hill. But majority of the time, you don't see those stories. Majority of the time, you see men who was like, well, shit, they don't talk to me. I took care of them for years. You're not going to get a good ending out of that. And then it is what it is. So there's no value. Like it's like playing, I guess, the roulette wheel. I don't know what the odds on the roulette wheel are, but there's really none. And people say, oh, that's a real man. No, it's not. That's just a guy who chose to do that. Doesn't make him real, doesn't make him good, that's a choice he made, more than likely a bad choice, but it's a choice he made, So that killed. That's what a real man would step up to the plate. It's not his plate. That plate was made for another man. That man didn't eat it.
I seen this dialogue happen. I saw this at a comment on like one of these videos talking about the whole stepdad situation. And this one woman said, and this show kills me, that the exception is the rule for some of these people. So she's like, well, Shaq, he said he really appreciates his stepdad. I'm like, ma'am, that's one story. And one in a million story, because he became a multi-millionaire basketball athlete in general, and basketball, football, it doesn't matter the sport. That's a 1 in a billion opportunity. You have a person who needed a stepdad in his life, who got a stepdad really, and became a very successful athlete with that man's guidance, and he still appreciates stepdad. That's a 1 in a billion. The exception is not the rule. More often than not, the mom might alienate his ass, and he got attached to these kids. But bro, if the biological father comes back in life after he gets out of jail or decides to just come back or whatever the fuck, your ass is gone. I just saw a video, a child support case where some dude was taking care of some kid for 5 years since he was born. Biological dad wasn't in the kid's life then, but the minute he comes back, even though this dude signed, this is in Texas by the way, even though he signed the birth certificate, the judge and magistrate, whatever the fuck they call these robber barons known as family court judges, he said, look, sir, you're not the biological father. According to the mother, there might have been some fraud going on with who signed the birth certificate. You signed it, but you're not the biological father. He's like, I ain't taking no DNA test. Well, that's fine because the other guys take the DNA test, and it seems like he might be the father. Now I'm paraphrasing that a bit. That's pretty much what happened. So this dude got all emotional and shit. He said like, why was there 5 years? And you ain't the daddy. So vermouth. The only reason they doing that is because the mother doesn't want him there. She didn't want him. The biological daddy, but the bio daddy back now is what they call it now. So get your ass up out of here, nigga. Thanks for the money. He tried to put himself on child support. The judge said, "Nah, fuck all that." That nigga's a sucker, right? That is the emotional simp ass shit. You probably want to be still near that chick, but she don't want you no more, bro. Move on. It's over. It's a Rizzy. It's a wrap.
All that shit. It's like a billion other bitches in the motherfucking world. But so yeah, we had we went over it a little bit. We're doing the 7-minute limit, but I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. But I'm gonna jump in the voice chat. We're gonna continue this conversation because there's definitely some other things we need to cover. We need to talk about. I put the Discord link in there for y'all earlier. It might not still
I
be
already
there.
joined again. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
My
cool.
bad. Go
Oh,
ahead.
y'all good? Y'all good? I don't know if it's still in the chat. I was gonna put it on the whatchamacallit. But yeah, we're gonna slide into the motherfucking voice chat and continue this conversation. But shout out to Dan the Man. I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts with me this afternoon.
Thank you, my G. I'll be in the voice chat for a little bit before I start this resume BS. I'll holler at you, man.
Already. Bet that. Shout out to
Yep,
Dan.
yep.
All right, so this is what we're finna do. Let me put the link back in there real quick. I don't know what I did with it earlier. Well, Miss Bell's the only one that called in on the regular, but Miss Bell been getting doped up off that lavender. We ain't even seen her in a few days. Right? And then let's see. Green tea, why are you so angry? I don't think you're named green tea, but you're not drinking green tea. You need to drink some green tea. Right? Drink some green tea and you'll feel better. Lower your blood pressure, all that good shit. This is old den conduct. This is what we need. We need to bring back that old den energy. all friendly. We all became friends at the den. We're all, hey, how you doing today? I missed you. I mean, it's cool because we've been here for a while. We ain't had no good beef in a while. Anywho, so let me see. I dropped that back. Oh, dropped the Discord link, and I should have just saved it earlier, but I didn't look at that, so it's not popping up. But yeah, we'll jump to voice chat. We'll continue this conversation. We may, like I said, we may probably going to continue it later. I had a couple other things I want to show, some other stuff I wanted to related topics. Oh, here it is. Cool. A couple other related topics I wanted to have on this one. Y'all know what I always say about the voice chat. Beat me there, don't meet me there, but I cheated because I ain't sending y'all the link. But y'all should already be on that. There's that. So, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you all for being here. Speaking of fucking around, I need to fill out that thing. Damn, remind me, I need to fill out that deal. Again, the fact is that you could be anywhere in the world, right? You could be anywhere in the world. The fact that you chose to spend your afternoon with me in the den and the den folk.
If you don't know what the soft guy era is,
I'll post some of these videos in the thing if y'all didn't see any. I'll post them all on the whatchamacallit. Take care of yourselves so that we can chop it up here a little bit later. Again, take care of yourselves. I hope that everybody's doing well in your life, your loved ones. Again, I thank you all for being here. With that being said, it's been my honor. It's been my pleasure. It's been my privilege, but more than anything, it's been my pleasure to get to chop it up with you, beautiful people. Meet me in the Discord voice chat. Be there in just a second.